Review. United, not so united.
Under plot Malaysia.
Hello, welcome to the Plot Malaysia. We are back, Hari. We are back. This is, of course, an episode for the review. So, Hari, this is the show for the fans.
By the fans. Hey, guys.
Well, Hari is in a happy and lively mood. Look at me. As usual, it's pretty consistent, don't you think, Hari? This is the mood that has been for a long time to come, and I think it's going to continue. So yeah, get on with it, Hari. What is today all about? Do tell us.
Obviously, Ram, good to have you. Good to catch up with you again. Obviously, good to do the show again. It's been a busy last couple of weeks, but we've been doing some post-match reaction, guys. So hopefully that's been useful for you guys as we sort of give our reaction immediately after the matches are played, especially the Liverpool-Man United game. But you know what? We're back. We want to do a review show of the weekend's Premier League fixtures. And then hopefully, if we get some time, we'll talk a little bit about some of the big Champions League fixtures that are happening tonight and tomorrow. So let's get straight into it, guys. There's only one place to start. Let's start by going through the results of the weekend. So in the early kickoff, Man United, under the stewardship of Mr. Ralph Rangnick, apparently the messiah for United fans. Not really, So Man United won, Southampton won, Brentford drawing 0-0 with Palace. Brentford has been a bit in a patchy form recently, actually, not very good form at all against Palace, who are probably the draw specialists in the Premier League. Everton 3, Leeds 0. It's the Frank Lampard effect. Brilliant game by Everton, actually. Since we're not going to be talking about this game in more detail, Ram, I thought it's good to mention this. Lampard's made a difference, man. They were brilliant, I thought, against Leeds. It was high pressing, high intensity. Anthony Gordon was good. I thought Donny van de Beek actually was brilliant. Yep. He played an almost man of the match performance, and United couldn't even play him for a few minutes. So shocking, to be honest. But very, very interesting that you guys had to get rid of Donny van de Beek on loan, because he's putting in a really good so far, at least he's putting in some really good performances for the blue side of Merseyside. Brighton away from home 2-0 against Watford. Brighton continue to impress under Graham Potter, and Watford sinking ship, Ram. On Sunday fixtures, Man City early morning on Sunday actually made a stroll of it. Easily beat Norwich 4-0, even having rested a number of their players. I think Raheem Sterling pulled out a hat-trick, so good showing City. The City juggernaut rumbles on. Liverpool, the Reds away from home. A tough day in Burnley.
Yeah, it was quite tough, that game.
A very tough game, but they get the result 1-0 to the Reds. Newcastle on fire, 3 wins on the bounce. They've made the big signings in January. It's had an effect. Kieran Trippier with another stunning free kick, and Newcastle get a 1-0 win over Villa, who are actually going great guns under Steven Gerrard as well. So big win for Newcastle there. Wolves continue the great form, and guess what, Ram? They're another competitor for the top 4 spot now. They're only 3 points, I think. They're only 3 points behind West Ham and United, I think. So Wolves, can't take them for granted. They went away from home against Spurs and pulled out a 2-0 win, kept a clean sheet. And then a really good game Monday morning, Leicester 2, West Ham 2. So let's get straight into the games, Ram. Any one of those fixtures stand out for you? Any one of those results really stand out for you?
I honestly felt the Wolves and Spurs game definitely stood out. I didn't expect that. With Spurs being under Antonio Conte, I thought they had their team going on. Of course, they did not really have a good run of results. They lost to Southampton as well. But I just thought they had something on their ship. But it just proved
they lost to Southampton at home. They lost to Wolves at home as well. But Wolves not to be taken for lightly, right? They beat Man United as well at Old Trafford. If I'm not mistaken. It was a Moutinho goal, I think.
Yeah.
So I think there's only one place to start, Laram. Let's start.
You had to do this, Harry. You had to do
Yeah.
this, but
We
I
have to
can't.
start.
I
We
can't.
have
I
to
can't
start.
deny. I can't
I
deny.
just want
Yeah.
to see what's the difference between the two, Laram. Can you give me a difference between the two gentlemen on the screen right now? Because I can't really see any difference, La. I really
Well,
don't know.
Sogja loses games. Ragnick draws games. So at least we get picks up
Ragnick,
1 point. So
Solskjaer. I mean, it's Ralph on the wheel now. It's not only on the wheel; it's Ralph on the wheel, guys, and they're big. They continue to be a laughing stock of the Premier League, and that really brings a lot of joy to me. But you know what? I mean, big up, Eugene. Yes, we will talk about Spurs, my friend, but it's always the same story, isn't it? Antonio Conte, Mourinho, whoever you bring in, my friend, it's downhill for the Spurs. But yeah, Ram. So getting into the game, man, I want to get your thoughts on this as a United fan. So you guys bigged up Ralph Ragnick when he came in. Everyone was excited, and I don't know if you remember, Ram. I told you from day one when we talked about the Ralph Ragnick appointment. I told you this guy is a bit of a fraud, in my opinion, in the sense that when I say fraud, he apparently, for me, he seems like a guy who's good at coaching coaches, like a teacher, teach the other coaches, then they go and do, or like a football
yeah.
director role. And I question the fact that he's barely been a manager. He's been a manager only for 2 years in the last 10 years. He's never managed big egos. I think he managed Schalke and Leipzig, basically. Never managed big egos, not really won anything. And then he comes and manages United, and everyone thinks he's the Messiah. So I told you from day one, I told you this is going to end in misery. Man, it may not yet, but he hasn't really made a difference, has he?
Well, Harry, there's so many things to say. Now I can tell you for sure because previously I did say, still halfway of the season, still another half to go in the season. So now looking at after 24 games played, I think I have to give you, I have to take my medicine, Harry. I think what you said was right. You have proven that he is not someone that can take on the ship at United. And the only thing he has been doing so far is perhaps drawing games, not losing back to back, but more like just drawing games, and that's very disappointing as well. I rather defeat and play well, but we're just drawing, and it's been very very disappointing. So we can't keep clean sheets. Maguire is still in the starting 11. That is something that is so obvious, and he still plays him. He's still the captain at United. There were so many talks of the captain's armband to be changed with someone else. Nothing of that happened. Ronaldo misfiring. Why play him when he's misfiring? I love Ronaldo. I think he's a brilliant player, but he's been misfiring in so many games. I don't think he should be in a starting lineup. It should be Cavani, and of course Rashford, not really up to standard. The only player I see coming into light is Jadon Sancho, definitely, because he's proven to be, someone that can score goals. He has scored good goals. Paul Pogba back, which is good. He's made some awesome passing, lately on the matches, but there's only so much they can do. All of the other players, to me, have been rather disappointing, to be honest.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question here, Ram. Mourinho comes in, supposedly one of the best managers in the world, flops badly. They say he's old school, he can't hack it. Then, Van Gaal came in before him, same story. Then Mourinho. Then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer comes in. Oh yeah, he's teacher, he's a PE teacher, he can't hack it, out the door. Rangnick comes in, supposedly a messiah. I have been saying it from day one that I don't think he was the right man for the job, but nonetheless, again, they're saying maybe he's not up to scratch. So now the question comes in: if it's just Ralph Rangnick, okay, but it's happened so many times. Is it the managers or is it the players, man? Is it the culture at that club? It's a rotten culture, is what I'm going to say. You guys have a rotten culture in that club, a rotten bunch of players. They think they're privileged. They think they're the Billy Big Beans. They don't give a shit. They don't put in the work. And when you have a situation like that, Ram, I'm telling you, is doomsday, because it's not the manager. It's not making one change. You've got to change the whole squad, basically, because it's a rotten culture there already.
Yep.
I mean, people like Rashford have been influenced by that culture, man. Even he, you can see, has been influenced by that culture. Sancho comes in, big money, such brilliant potential, does brilliant at Dortmund, comes in, can't hack it in the league.
But he has
Comes
been
from
playing
Man
well the
United.
past few games,
A
Harry.
little bit. Donny
He's
van de
been.
Beek apparently can't hack it. Goes to Everton and he's doing well again under the right man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm starting to question the culture at that club. There are some
Yeah.
individuals, not some, there are quite a number of individuals there, I think, in that dressing room that are bringing all, even the good characters down.
Yeah.
I feel there are cliques in that dressing room. I'm imagining the whole thing, and I think it's such a bad situation to be in. I don't know, man. Is there any way back from this?
Hari, a good question. Whatever you say is spot on. I do agree with you, and this is something I don't like, especially I have to agree to a Liverpool fan. But facts are facts. Is the truth. I think yes. There's every way possible that there's a lot of toxicity going on in the environment in the dressing room for sure. Now, yes, what I think, right? I mean, players like Paul Pogba, as you know, he will not be signing a new contract. I don't think he ever will. I think this just shows that he's about to leave. Fine. I don't even think Bruno Fernandes is going to be attracted to continue or to sign a new contract. And to be honest, with Ronaldo in, I don't think he's going to stay very long either because, his contract is until the end of the season with the option to extend one more year. So if I look at it in this perspective, Hari, in terms of the players' perspective, now I don't know who is the influencer in terms of this. But I do know that all these players or whoever they are in the dressing room, they don't want to play for Ralph Ragnick. They don't want to play for any manager. They just basically think that they can run the club on their own, and they don't have any synergy going on the pitch. Uh, no direction, as how Ole started it. So I don't think even the next manager coming in, whoever it may be, if they're stuck with this number of players, Harry, if they have the same players in the dressing room, I don't think anything is going to change. So, spot on. I would rather change the whole squad, revamp everything, and start from scratch. That's what I would do if I want to change anything. If I want to talk serious business, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know where you guys go from here because at the end of the day, I don't know if that even makes a difference because you do that and then the guys you still run by Glazers. They don't have really a structure. You don't know what they're going to do. They'll still spend big money on players like Radamel Falcao. I mean, I read a stat the other day, very interesting, guys. Even in the chat, man, Eugene chip in, but Radamel Falcao, one of the
Yeah,
top strikers in the world, Edinson Cavani, Van Persie. I think it started with Van Persie, by the way. But yeah, I'm going to get to that. Radamel Falcao, Edinson Cavani, Ronaldo. You guys are bringing in a lot of old strikers with no salon value, with no long-term association with the club. They're just going to come for 1 or 2 years because they're old. They're over the hill most of the time. There's no
yeah.
long-term planning when it comes to acquiring strikers, acquiring players. Signing Donny van de Beek when you don't have a position for him in the team, for example, is a classic example. What's the need of
And they
spending that
haven't
money
got
on
a
Donny van de Beek?
CDM. They haven't got a CDM that they were supposed to get in the beginning to begin with. They haven't
Yep.
got it. So
Yep.
that just tells you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you go from here, but let's get to it. I mean, the game itself, guys. If you saw the game, I thought United actually played well in the first half. I thought they played pretty
Yeah.
well. But towards the end of that first half, Southampton started getting into it, and then second half, I thought Southampton had a lot of good chances. Actually, they should have probably won it, in my
Yep.
opinion. Che Adams got a good goal, but Southampton outstanding. Go away to Spurs, get a really good win. They deserve that win as well, and then deserving of at least a point against United. So great. Ralph Hasenhüttl is a manager, and I thought a great comment made by Paul Scholes
Yeah,
as a pundit
individuals.
when he was covering. Did you hear the comment he made? The individuals, obviously, but I don't know if they heard the comment he made. He said the difference between the two sides after watching them is one of them is coached by a director of football, the other one is being coached by a proper coach. And that's the
Yeah,
difference. Ralph Ragnick, for me, director of football, but Ralph Hasenhüttl is a top quality coach. He's a really good manager. They press in unison. They drop off when they need to drop off. They press really well, and they maximize the talent at their disposal, which is why I really, really like the way Southampton operate. And the best part is, they keep selling their best players, and they still do well. They always finish mid-table under Hasenhüttl. So I
yeah.
think he's a quality coach, by the way. Let's get to it, Ram. So I'm going to put you on the spot, man. Man United,
Yeah.
can they make top four?
No, not now. I look. I'm not saying this. I'm just going to be honest. Look, I talk about football. I love the game. But here I am. I'm not in the mood of saying yeah, they're going to be top four with no substance. How can you be top four with no substance, no goals, no grit going forward, and only one or two players are shining? So I don't see that happening at all. In fact, if we are lucky, we might finish fifth, but I don't see that happening either. So it's going to be a bad season for
Wow,
us.
man. Yeah, you heard it here first, guys. Man United fan, die hard. Ram Rana says United not finishing fourth. They might get relegated. Well, I mean,
No,
maybe I'm taking a step
no,
too far.
no way relegated. Come on, Hurry. You know that's not going
Okay.
to happen.
Not
Okay,
gonna
it's not going
happen.
to
Not gonna
happen.
happen. But yeah, I mean, yeah, not finishing fourth. Who do you think are your challenges for the fourth? Who do you think is going to finish fourth then? In your opinion?
I think you made a very good point earlier. I think Wolves stand a very good chance
Mm.
because really the way they are playing football and their manager, what Bruno Lage is
Bruno
it?
Lage, yeah, Bruno Lage,
Yeah.
yep.
I think he's a brilliant manager. He's got this presence about him that the players just love playing for him. So, and they play good football. So kudos to them. I think they deserve it if they do make
So
it
you
through.
think they're going to beat Arsenal, West Ham, and Spurs to that spot?
Of course. I mean, I know they lost to
Okay.
Arsenal in the last game, but I think they will still definitely challenge for top four for sure.
Okay, just to get my thoughts out there as well, guys. You know what? I actually think Arsenal will get it, but I
Mm.
hope Wolves get it because I've been very impressed by Wolves, man, under Bruno Lage. They're playing well.
Yeah.
They're not far off the top four spots. They're getting good results. They're playing the big teams off the park sometimes. You know what's the best part? They're keeping clean sheets. They keep a lot of clean sheets. They defend really
Oh,
well.
Wolves,
And
teach us. How do you keep clean sheets? Teach us.
and
Teach.
and, and, and you know what? They keep clean sheets. They've got a good midfield. They've got some talent up top. I mean, they sold Adama Traore, yes, but they've got Trincao, they've got Podence, they've got Neto, they've got Raul Jimenez back again. They've got some real quality. I think João Pedro is it João Pedro?
Yeah.
Does he play for them or does he play for Watford? I'm not sure, but they've got some really good quality all around Wolves, and then they've got a good solid defense. They've got Ruben Neves in midfield with João Moutinho, quality players as well. So, yeah, man,
It's
I
basically
think
Portugal. It's basically Portugal in the Premier League.
basically Portugal B or Portugal. I mean, Arsenal will probably get it, but I would love Wolves to get that fourth spot because I think they're a good side. They're consistent as well, and they've got a very
Hey,
good manager. Bruno Lage, by the way, guys. Bruno Lage as well, by the way, guys. He's got a good track record in Portugal. I think he won the league with Benfica as well. So he's a
yeah.
quality manager, and he's shining through as well.
Can
I mean,
can I say something? Can I just stop you
big up,
there?
Ankit. Very quickly,
Yeah,
big up,
Ankit,
Ankit.
what's up?
Big
What's
up,
up?
big up, man. Big up, my friend. And you know what? Congratulations, Ankit. You guys are club world champions, Chelsea. So, I mean, I think it's the first time you guys have won it. You've completed the clean sweep. Congratulations, Chelsea.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah, what were you saying,
No,
Ram?
no, I was just thinking about what you were saying. Like, we talked about Portugal being and then in Wolves and all these players are there. But I just want to say something off topic, really, and I just think I should say it right now. I think Ronaldo might go to Wolves after United. You never know.
reunited with his Portuguese troop. Oh, but by the way,
Yeah.
talking about Ronaldo, man, Ronaldo is not even the best Portuguese in the league anymore. The best Portuguese player in the league is Diogo Jota. So there you go, guys. He's no longer Ronaldo. It's only us three clubs who have won the FIFA Club World Cup after all. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. Although United, just if you guys who missed out on this, what's the difference, guys? Can you show us the difference between these two individuals? Can you tell us? It's Ollie Ralph running on the wheel. Same old story, my friend. Let's move on.
The
Ralph.
only difference, it just shows that probably Solskjaer needed glasses. Anyway, go on.
One is a PE teacher, the other one is a coach's coach, so he's very interesting. You guys need to figure out how to hire a proper manager. But anyway, moving on, man. Since we've got Eugene in the chat as well, Eugene, we've got to talk about, you keep talking about, I see it all the time, it's Levi out. So maybe you can tell me why you say Levi out, because I'm going to throw something out there, maybe controversial, but first you wanted Nuno Espirito Santo out, then you want Levi out. Is that really going to solve the problem? Because if you're under the same ownership, the ownership at the end of the day seems to be only after the commercial well-being of the club, or they only want to make money. And if that's the case, they get rid of Levi. They're just going to hire someone who's got a similar profile as Levi, someone who's sound from a marketing standpoint, and commercial standpoint, who doesn't really give a shit about what happens on the pitch. So, is that really going to make a difference, Eugene? Give me your thoughts, my friend. We want your comments coming in as well. But yeah, I mean, the game itself, man. Antonio Conte had a feel-good factor for a while. Signed a couple of players in the window. Obviously, he didn't get his main buy because his main couple of targets, Adama Traore went to Barcelona. The biggest target, Luis Diaz, ended up at Liverpool because he chose the right club, my friend. He chose the right club for his future. But nonetheless, I mean, you still picked up two good signings, I thought. Rodrigo Bentancur, Kulusevski, I think both good players. Conte obviously had a good feel-good factor and impact. But you know what? He's lost the last two games on the bounce at home against Southampton and Wolves, not even the top teams. Or not even the big six.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Hari. Spurs were leading 2-0 and they lost 3-2, right?
Yeah, against Southampton, yes. Against Wolves, I think if I'm not mistaken, Hugo Lloris made a couple of big blunders and he gave a couple of goals away actually with a poor performance. So, I mean, I don't know, man. For me, I don't think. I mean, Conte is a great coach. I don't think he can. I just don't think he's got the players of the players at his disposal to get into the top four. And I think the biggest thing they're missing is they're missing proper defenders. I think ever since Eric Dyer's got injured, Davinson Sanchez not good enough.
But
I mean, Romero, in my opinion, is not good enough as well. They big him up a lot. I don't think he's very good. And the record, the goals they concede.
And what happened to Kane, Eugene? You know, what happened to Harry Kane? Misfiring again.
He doesn't want to be there, Ram. Harry Kane doesn't want to be there. It's clear he wants to move on. He's dropped off form ever since he was looking for a move last summer. I think he will get the move this summer, and he will move on. I mean, I don't know my friends from Job United.
Job United, yo, good to have you on, man. Yeah, United support.
I really don't know my friends, but Conte or not, you guys, you've had Mourinho, you've had Van Gaal, you've had Ole, you've had Ralph Rangnick. I don't think it's down to the manager anymore.
Okay.
I think you've got a rotten culture, a rotten bunch of players. Privileged players, so you bring Conte in, same story. I mean, Conte is not a magician. Let's face it. Conte is not a magician. He's handling Spurs now, and he's still struggling because he doesn't have the players at his disposal. So, what makes you think he's going to do a better job at United with a bunch of guys who think they're privileged?
To all United fans, okay, let Harry enjoy his moment. While Jurgen Klopp is still the manager at Liverpool, let's let him just drool about it. Do whatever you want to do, Harry. It's fine. It's your season. You've enjoyed. They play some good football, but I really, 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 think that sometimes good things come to an end.
That's precisely what we told you under Ferguson, but you never believed us. So listen, we know what it's like.
Now I'm telling you.
I mean, if Conte is not back properly in the summer, he will walk. Yes, I think so too. He needs the players.
Why walk? Ask him to run.
Yeah, he doesn't have the players at his disposal. I mean, Eugene, let me know, man. What were your thoughts? Because I think what Spurs is missing is I think they're missing proper defenders, man, and a couple of wing backs. I don't think their wing backs are good enough to play as wing backs. So maybe they're missing a couple of wing backs, center backs for sure. I think all your center backs are not good enough, and I'm going to throw Ben Davies in there. I'm going to throw Romero in there, etc. So
Spurs, give United a list of players you want. Tick. We want to revamp. Take everybody.
There you go. I got one suggestion for you. Kane swap with Pogba.
Take. I'm happy. Take. No problem. Take.
Eugene, the question again. You're not answering the question, my friend. How will Levi out make a difference? You're not answering the question, brother. How will Levi out make a difference? Let us know, because as long as your owners are the same, they're going to hire someone just like Levi who's only interested in the business side of the club or the business side, and not focus on the playing squad. So it's going to be the same outcome at the end of the day. It's down to the ownership. Liverpool only improved when the owners came in because they set a structure in place. You've got to get owners who want to put a structure in place and who want the best for the club. So I don't think this makes a difference. I think you should be going for the owners out, not Levi out. So just my thoughts on this situation. So I'd like to get your thoughts as well, Eugene, on this as to why you insist on it. But yeah, I mean, coming back to the game, guys, Wolves deserved the win, kept a clean sheet, limited Spurs to nothing really. Hugo Lloris is a liability for Spurs at the back as well. So it's not just the keeper, it's the centre-backs who are not good enough for Spurs. If Antonio Conte doesn't get into the Champions League, he doesn't qualify for the Champions League, I don't think he gets the players he wants, because those players won't sign for Spurs if they're not in the Champions League, or the top players won't. So I think that leaves with a frustrated Antonio Conte, which means, like Eugene said, he could walk. But yeah, I mean, my conclusion from this game, Wolves, top class. Wolves, in my opinion, contenders for that top 4 spot now. Consistent, have a good midfield, good defensive unit, keep clean sheets, and they do have goals in them as well. A very tricky front three: Podence, Neto, Trincao, Raul Jimenez, who's back in scoring goals as well. So, I mean, I think with this win now, Spurs, in my opinion, have leapfrogged. I mean, Wolves have leapfrogged Spurs as one of the favourites to get into the top 4 positions of the Champions League, along with Arsenal. But guys, let me know your thoughts as well. What are your thoughts, Ram? If you had to pick one of them for the top 4, Wolves, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Wolves, because they are showing what they can do. Even if they lose games, it's not like they're playing badly, Harry. Let's be honest. They are showing some grit moving forward. They do have the finesse. They have finishing touches. They are actually coming up with the end product when they play a game. So, yeah, I don't see why they shouldn't be, in the top 4.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this one plays out, guys. But yeah, Wolves well and truly deserving of it. And Bruno Lage, I mean, maybe if you guys are looking for a manager, he's quality, by the way. I've been very impressed with Bruno Lage. So, I mean, Eugene, if you guys are looking for a manager after Conte walks, Bruno Lage, you can't go wrong with him.
I think Spurs has this jinx with Wolves kind of thing, because Nuno was doing really well in Wolves and goes to Spurs, and then now, Bruno Lage, no, please, leave him alone.
Yeah, we'll see how that one plays out, but I mean, maybe with the way the way Spurs are going, maybe they sell Heung-min Son in the summer, or Son decides to leave, and that's the guy I want.
I think, Harry, you could be right. I really can see him leaving, though. Now, I know this is off topic, Harry. Where do you think he's going to go if he leaves this summer?
I don't think he will, because he's just signed a contract. But if he does go, I'm not even sure, man. Liverpool don't need a player in that front three already, and he's of a certain age. I think he's almost 29 now. January transfer, we needed a right wing back, a centre midfield, and a striker. And what we got is 2 panic buys from Juventus. I agree. I agree with this. But I mean, the 2 panic buys. I mean, Rodrigo Bentancur is a centre midfielder, and he's quite a good centre midfielder. So he's not bad, I think. Rodrigo Bentancur. I think Kulusevski is a good player. I rate Dejan Kulusevski, but he's not a wing back. And I hear Conte saying he wants to play him as a wing back sometimes. He's not a wing back. He's a quality player off the front man. I think he can play the number 10 role. He can play as one in the front 3. But you guys don't play with the front 3. So I really don't know where this guy fits in, man, Kulusevski. So, yeah, man. Hard luck, Eugene. You didn't get anyone you wanted in the summer. I think Bentancur and Kulusevski are decent players, though. Moving on, Ram. Let's wrap things up by talking about the Reds. The Reds. Liverpool Football Club. And when we talk about the Reds, we have to talk about the Fab Five: Bobby Firmino, Diogo Jota, Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, and then the new recruit, Luis Diaz. Lucho. Vamos, Lucho. So you're getting into it, Ram. I don't know if you saw this game. Guys, I'm going to give my view on this game very quickly. I put on a post-match reaction for this as well, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. But yeah, very scrappy game. Probably one of our worst performances of the season. But considering it was Burnley, considering it was horrible, the conditions, it was raining, it was wet, it was swirling winds, it was a torrid weather conditions in Burnley, torrid time to play them. Just getting out of there with 3 points, I'll take it any day of the week. We got out of there with 3 points, and I'm super happy. And it was Fabinho. Fabinho has been Ronaldo in the last 2 months for us. He's got 5 goals in 7 games as a defensive midfielder. So is it Fabinho or is it Phenomenal? El Fenomeno? But Fabinho was brilliant through the game. I thought Naby Keita had an excellent game, by the way. I thought our centre-backs were brilliant. Van Dijk, Matip. And here's the thing, right? Everyone who saw the highlights of this game said, oh, Burnley created quite a few chances, but they missed. If you didn't watch the game live, they didn't create many chances. All the chances they created were offside. The problem nowadays is the new law is you can't raise the flag until someone scores or the person shoots wide. So that was the only thing. But I think only apart from one chance, every other chance was offside. So that means our defense did a brilliant job. The centre backs kept a good line along with the full backs. I thought Fabinho had a brilliant game in defensive midfield. I thought Naby Keita played well. Jordan Henderson was horrible, was terrible. He's bang out of form. I then thought Thiago came on for him and did brilliantly. Thiago composed the game, controlled the game. Him, Naby Keita, and Fabinho just kept control of the ball. And then Burnley just ran out of steam. It became very comfortable in the last 30 minutes or so once Thiago came on. Sadio Mane was back from the African Cup of Nations. Mo Salah started. Bobby Firmino played. So all good, man. We've got a full squad. Touchwood, no injuries. We've got a full squad going into the game against Inter Milan tomorrow night.
That's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, so great win for us, Ram. I don't know if you saw the Liverpool-Burnley game. Like I said, nothing much.
I saw bits of it, Harry. But here's what I got to say, though. I mean, if I'm looking at it
exactly.
Yeah, but it wasn't the best performance from Liverpool. But these are the games you have to win. These are the games that you have to come out tops, even though you're not playing your best performance. Even though some of the players are back from African Cup of Nations, trying to get readjusted back into the league. And of course, like you said, conditions, all kinds of conditions. And it should not be an excuse for a team to lose the game. It shouldn't be an excuse for a team to draw. And you guys won it. So well done. You guys got 3 points away from home. And it brings the title race even closer to two teams. So it's going to be more exciting towards the end of the season. So let's see.
It's a long shot still, right? Because City is still 9 points ahead of us. We have a game in hand. We win that at 6 points. But at least it gives us hope because we win the game in hand. We're 6 points behind, and we still have to play City away from home. If we win that, it's 3 points. So, it's like I said, it's a long shot because City don't seem to be dropping any points. But I'm just hoping that we can keep it close. At least take it to the last few games of the season. Then you just never know. Lakshan, great point. Now we talk about Inter Milan very quickly, man. Very, very tough test. Bastoni, Barella are out of the first leg. Actually, Barella is out of the second leg as well. And that's big for Liverpool because he's a brilliant player, Nicola Barella. You watched him at the Euros round. Top player. So he's out of the both legs, which is good. It should be a very tough game because you know why? Inter Milan have Milan Skriniar at the back. They have De Vrij at the back. They've got Denzel Dumfries. You remember Denzel Dumfries?
Yeah. What a player, man.
They've got Brozovic. They've got Arturo Vidal. They have got Lautaro Martinez, of course, the Argentinian. They've got Edin Dzeko. They also have, who am I missing out? They have Alexis Sanchez. So they've got a squad full of talent, man. Talent bursting out of everywhere. A lot of attacking flair. They're doing well in Serie A. I think they've just gone to second place. They've just dropped out of first place, but they're doing really well. Under Simeone Inzaghi, they're very attacking. They play a 3-5-2. They score a lot of goals. So it's going to be a really tough test at the San Siro tomorrow. But, Liverpool's a top team. We've got a full squad. I just fancy us to get the job done in any case because I think it's going to be hard for them to contain Salah, Mane, and Jota.
I think a draw would be a really good result for Liverpool, don't you think?
I would take a draw. I would take a draw, but I fancy us to get a win. I just fancy we're going to get a win because, Inter Milan probably haven't played a side as good as us of late, and I just think we're going to have too much for them.
But Harry, I'm gonna be always against Liverpool winning, so I think Inter is going to come up tops this one. I really think so. It's going to be 2-1, really close. Inter Milan.
It's only the first leg. It's away from home. I'll take a draw, like I said, but I fancy us to win. I really fancy us to win because, how do you control Salah? Think about it. They've got to deal with Salah, Mane, maybe Jota. And then if we need to make a change, we bring on Bobby Firmino. If it's not enough, we bring on Luis Diaz. If it's not enough, we bring on Thiago. We bring on Keita. We bring on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The list goes on. So I think we'll have too much firepower, too much in reserve, and I think we'll get a result. But it's going to be a very, very tough game against a really good side. And you know what? I'm really scared of Lautaro Martinez because he's a top player, man. So really worried about that one. So we'll see how the game plays out. But yeah, Ram, just to wrap things up, man, we've also got a big game tonight. So I want to get a prediction. I want to get a prediction from you for this game. So we're not going to talk about Liverpool, Inter Milan, because I think Liverpool get a win. You said Milan will get a win. But let's quickly talk about the big Champions League game tonight. Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain in Paris. PSG versus Real Madrid. Pick a winner, Ram, and pick a scoreline.
Well, I'm sorry, guys, if you're seeing my screen going a little bit haywire over here. It's even my laptop is very upset United at the moment. So anyway, going back into the Champions League, I think I really hate PSG. I don't really like them, so I'm going to go with Real Madrid. Very simple reason. So
no, I get that, but I think PSG win this, man. I think PSG win this by 3-1. I think Messi comes to life. I think Mbappe comes to life tonight, and I think PSG win this 3-1. Mbappe will score against his future club, but Madrid will win 2-1. He says, I think PSG win this, man. But we'll have to wait and watch, because I think Benzema is a doubt, and I think when Benzema doesn't play, Madrid really struggles. So
we need to ask Jaimal about this. Jaimal, if you're watching this, Real Madrid fan, do share with us your thoughts.
Yeah, man, come back to us. Let us know. Leave your comments. But yeah, we'll wrap things up, Ram. It's been an awesome review of the weekend's games, guys. We'll do the review again next week. I will talk about the Champions League Champions League results again. I will do a post-match reaction of the Liverpool Inter Milan game, whatever the result. But here's hoping that Liverpool get a result. And now, Lakshan says, Man United will lose 1-0 to Brighton.
Lakshan, don't be so bad, lad.
You know what? I agree with him. Brighton is a really good team, man. I think they will tear you guys to shreds. I say 2-0 to Brighton. But
I know. The game is at 4:15. I'm actually considering not watching the game, to be honest. Because
when is the game? Is it tonight, Ram?
Yeah, it's at 4:15 tonight.
Oh, wow. So there's a game tonight against Brighton. Interesting. We'll see how that plays out, man. But anyway, guys, it's been a great show. Ram will do hopefully a reaction after the United-Brighton game as well. And I will cover the reaction from the Liverpool-Inter Milan game. And then we'll cover the weekend's games as well coming up, guys. And we'll have some special guests coming on for our next show for sure. Okay, he said he'll make it 1-1 to make you happy.
Okay.
But anyway, guys.
Thank you.
Anyway, guys, absolute pleasure. Ram, it's been good doing the show with you again, brother. Over to you, brother.
All right. Thank you very much, Hari. As usual, guys, do let us know your opinions. Do share with us. Do like our video. Do subscribe to our channel. We're really, really trying to hit 5,000 this year, hopefully, and do help us. Share with your friends, your family, and anyone who loves football. Do watch our channel. So, signing off from the Plot Malaysia. This is the show for the fans.
By the fans. Cheers, Ram.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, Hari. Cheers.